We've all had days where we know we need to get something done, but we're stuck in a rut. No matter what we seem to try, we just mope around most of the day. You just can't push yourself to do it. You're stuck in a loop of just wandering around. And as you watch the minutes and the hours tick by, soon the day is over with. Sometimes the only hope is to go to bed and wake up the next day to try again. Sometimes you need that reset of a good night rest. And when you wake up in the morning, you just have to hope that you're ready to tackle the task. But what if there was another way? What if you could reset your mind without going to bed and waking up the next day? What if you could perform an action? What if you could perform a reset action? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube. I want to talk about an idea today. An idea that may help you get out of a rut, might help you be more productive, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to get started immediately on whatever you're trying to accomplish. It's difficult some days to stop moping around and stop mindlessly scrolling on your phone. There's times when you just get stuck in a loop. Well, in order to get out of it, you need to reset your brain. The most common way is to go to bed and wake up the next morning. But then, you're at the mercy of however you feel that day. So how do you do it? How do you give yourself a greater chance and have more opportunities to reset your mind? So this is the term I'm coining as reset actions. Doesn't really have a name, sounded cool, so that's what I'm going with. So what is this mythical reset action I'm talking about? It's a task you decide to do that is simple enough that is a segue into your main goal. So I'm going to go through a few I've written down here and use them as examples for you to create your own or to follow along stick to them. But first off, the definition of insanity. I'm sure some of you have heard it before in movies and media. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's what happens a lot of times when we're trying to be productive. You'll be going from sitting on the couch to being on your phone, standing up on your phone, to snacking on something, being on your phone. You won't get anything done. You'll just be bouncing around, not ever in a guidance, just constantly thinking I need to accomplish something, but you can't get started on it. Well, what you can do is you do one of these tasks and it can get you started on it. So, let me get into a few of them and give you ideas on ways you can create your own or follow the list I've made. So the first reset action you can do is a walk. Very simple and very basic. It can take anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour. Simply put on your shoes and take a walk outside. Change your environment, get some air, maybe even go for a jog. Don't make it too strenuous of exercising because that's not the goal. The goal is to use this as a segue into your main action, into the productivity you're trying to get done. What you have to make sure to do is intentionally do the walk as the segue. You can't just go on a walk and when you come back hope that you magically feel like doing your task then. You go on the walk with the intention of, okay, when this walk is finished, I'm going to sit down and file my taxes. Maybe even prepare something real quickly beforehand. Don't have your phone within reach, or don't sit down and watch TV right after you get back from your walk. Take out your laptop, take out your documents, and then go for your walk. And then when you come back, everything's ready and you can just start right on it. That's a basic one. And if that's too complicated, you can even make it a little simpler. And that's number 2. Go into a different room in your house. Now, that may seem overly basic, just walking into another room. But changing your visual environment is very important. And as long as you have the intention set of doing a specific task, it can help. Maybe whatever you're doing is still on your phone. Maybe you can't put it down or get rid of it. But if you're just sitting on the couch or laying on the floor in your bedroom, it's a little hard to get started right there. Walk into a different room in a house. Go upstairs or downstairs, or if you're a small apartment like mine, just go into the living room. Change your environment visually a little bit, and use that as your cue to get your task done. The point of it is to use it as a segue, and it's amazing by setting that intention of how much easier it becomes, more than just thinking, okay, while I'm lying here, I'm gonna just start doing what I have to do. It's a lot easier when you set that intention and that little segue into it. The next one on my list is taking a shower. It's another real simple one. This one's really nice though because after a shower, you get clean, you feel better. It's almost like the walk. It kind of revitalizes you in a way. It makes you feel like you accomplished something. It makes you, it rebirths you in a way. You're all clean, you put on a new set of clothes, and you're ready to go. And it just helps you get started a lot easier than if you just were still just sitting down on your couch. Another one you can do that I'd say do alongside with the shower, or you can even do it on your own, is change your clothes. More specifically, put on a uniform. I think it's important, even if you work from home with whatever you're doing, don't wear your pajamas to work. Even if you're able to, mentally, it's better if you have an outfit. It's better if you have a uniform that you wear when you're working. Comb your hair even if nobody sees you. Put on a dress shirt. Put on pants. Put socks on. Put your belt on. Do everything you need to do to prepare yourself. Even if no one's going to see you, you could even wear your makeup. It makes you feel like you're in work mode. It makes you feel like you're getting started and ready to do something productive. And as with all of these, it's the psychological effect you need. Because that's your problem. You have the time. You already have your chunk of free time. But you just can't get yourself to use it correctly. So these actions will help you use it. And the last one I have on my list is pretty much like all the others. Make food. Eat something healthy. Not just snacking or junk food, like cook a meal. Be specific about it. As I said, the intention is the point. You need to do something specifically, and that will help you specifically do your other task. And after you're done eating, just like how a shower or walk can revitalize you, so does food. Now again, maybe if you eat something very carb heavy and very, sugary, it's not gonna help you as much and you may become sluggish. But it's one of those things that you just gotta, you gotta feel it out a little bit. Now, those aren't the only things you can do. You can do anything you want as one of these reset actions. But this was a small list of things that you can do, and then you can create your own if you want. It could be as simple as your drive home from work. It could be something else you already do, but you set the intention as when this is finished, I'm gonna do blank. And that's the secret behind it. It's that intention setting. It's not the reset action itself. And you can even do this with sleeping. It's okay, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna do this. It's a little more difficult though when you rely on sleeping to reset your brain, because you're probably gonna have to, use the bathroom in the morning. You're probably gonna take a shower. Then you gotta get your clothes. Then you gotta wake up and you gotta check the news. You gotta check your phone. There's a lot of things you have to do after you're waking up. Unless you're a lunatic that just wakes up and is like that out of bed and to work with, no shower, no food, no water, no nothing. But if you do that, you're crazy and, this video is not for you. So the whole point of this is to help be intentional with what you're doing. Set small intentions and give yourself small choices and small decisions that are easy to make. And that will allow you to make bigger and more difficult decisions easier. Here's a bonus one for you that not everyone's going to follow. But if you're someone who does follow it, I can guarantee you'll have massive results. And that's prayer. Prayer can be your reset action. Prayer should be used before doing things. Come before God. Give Him your troubles. Ask for guidance. Reset and reorientate your current actions. Come before the Lord in prayer. He's always there to listen. This is another one that only takes a few minutes. Now, you shouldn't use this as, I'm just gonna pray. It's just a tool so I can get my thing done. Come before the Lord in genuine prayer, in genuine worship, and you'll be amazed at what that can do for your life. You will be astonished at how much that will just open up your life in vibrancy, and things that you had a difficult time doing before, you may do with ease now. As in my previous video, nothing in your life stays inside of a box. Nothing you do will stay segmented to only that thing. It all leaks over and it all bleeds over, good and bad. So do positive actions, do righteous things, act honestly and truthfully, and it will leak over into the rest of your life. So thanks for watching, and Lord willing, I'll see you all later.